they just raided a village not far from here. And I said, let's go. And they said, oh, Sam, we can't go, man. He said, there could still be rebels in the area. And I've always been kind of like Thomas, you know. They said, you know, Jesus has been resurrected. He said, I don't believe it till I see it. So I talked him into it. So we went, grabbed some guns, and there was like 5 of us. We get into this village. Everywhere I speak for years, I always say the same thing at every meeting. God will open a door for you. And everyone that's out there that's listening right now and hears this program, I want you to hear what I'm saying. God will open a door for you. When you stand in that doorway, the decision you make at that moment will determine your destination in life. When we get there, it was the worst thing I ever seen. You know, the rebels, when they go into villages because they're cowards, they know there's no guns. So they'll put their AKs over their shoulder and they pull out their pangas, machetes. The bodies were just chopped up everywhere. And the one soldier said, Sam, we got to go do a recon around this area. We got to look for children hiding in the bush, hiding in the buildings. And that was when God opened the door. We come across the body of a small child. Couldn't tell if it was a boy or a girl. Stepped on a mine or something happened to the child. But from the waist down was gone. And I couldn't understand, how can this happen? And that was the moment I said, whatever it takes, I'll help these people. And this fall is 29 years now I've been in Africa. And I can't leave.
So, in that moment, it obviously moved you. What did your life look like immediately following that?
I come home. And when I got home, nothing meant anything anymore. I had a big gun cabinet. You remember years ago we didn't have the gun safes. I had a oak gun cabinet. I think mine held 16 rifles. And I probably had 7 or 8 different deer rifles in there. For what? I don't know. You only need one, you know. But I had a different one for every kind of hunting I would do, you know. And I'd walk by the gun cabinet, and all I could think about was starving people. And I just started selling. Just started selling stuff. I had money in the bank. I couldn't live anymore in my house. I mean, I didn't enjoy my camper trailer. I didn't enjoy my fishing boat. At that moment in my life, I had all the man toys. And I had a big bank account. 3 months later, I was back in Africa. And then after that, another 3 months, I was back in Africa. I had a successful construction company. When I sold out, I'd done a couple $1 million worth of work a year. And I just couldn't live here anymore, you know. I didn't feel worthy or whatever. And then as time went on, I literally, the first 8 years, walked away from all business. I didn't do any business. I spent all my money. I ended up being broke. And that's when I started preaching. Because I couldn't preach for money until I was broke. I know it might sound stupid, but I couldn't put myself to going out telling anyone what I was doing or what I needed until I was broke. When I was broke, I started preaching.